Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are going to discuss laxatives, that is purgatives and cathetics in this video of pharmacology. Definition is, laxatives are the drugs that facilitate the evacuation of foul stools from the bowel, and purgatives causes the evacuation of watery stools. So this was basically the difference between the laxatives and purgatives. That laxatives basically facilitate the evacuation of the foul stools from the bowel, whereas purgatives are there and they will also do the evacuation of stools, but they will do the evacuation of the watery stools. When we talk about the classification, they are classified into bulk forming laxatives, stimulant or irritant laxative, osmotic laxative, stool softener, 5-HT4 agonist, and prostaglandin analog. Bulk forming laxative include the brand methyl cellulose, agar, spigol. They are indigestible, hydrophilic, cause mechanical distension, stimulate the peristalsis, promote the defecation, take large amount of water with it. Pectin basically decreases the plasma LDL level. Fiber diet should be encouraged in patients with irritable bowel syndrome but should be avoided in those with megacolon or megarectal, and side effects include the abdominal discomfort and flatulence. Now let's talk about the stimulant or irritant laxatives. These agents have direct action on enteric neurons and gastrointestinal mucosa. They inhibit the prostaglandin and cyclic adenosine monophosphate level but inhibit the sodium-potassium ATPase activity in the intestinal mucosa. As a result of this, what would happen is that there would be increased secretion of water and electrolyte by the mucosa, and this will stimulate the peristalsis and will lead to the evacuation of semi-fluid stools. Chronic use may cause the atonic colon, and large doses may cause loss of fluid and electrolytes. They are contraindicated in pregnancy as they cause reflex stimulation of uterus. First one is phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein is toxic. It is not used. Site of action is on large intestine. Bisacodyl action that is effect is seen only after 6 to 8 hours of oral administration. Therefore, it is usually given at bedtime. It is used in constipation and to empty the bowel before endoscopy, surgery, and radiological investigation. Side effects are local irritation and inflammation. Sodium picosulfate is a stimulant purgative given orally at bedtime. It can be used to evacuate the bowel before surgery or colonoscopy. Anthroquinone derivatives, yes. It includes the Sina and Cascara. They take 6 to 8 hours to act, hence are usually administered at bedtime. They should not be prescribed to lactating mothers, and side effects are skin rashes, black pigmentation of colonic mucosa, discoloration of urine. Prolonged use causes colonic atony. Okay, let's discuss osmotic laxative, that is salt of magnesium, sodium, potassium, MgSO4. Salts of magnesium or phosphate are known as saline laxative. This is mechanism of action, that osmotic purgatives are given orally early morning on empty stomach with plenty of water. They act on the small and large intestine within 1 to 3 hours, not absorbed in the gut. So what happened that as they are not absorbed from the gut, so they will draw the fluid into the lumen by the osmotic cavity. As a result of drying of the fluid, it will lead to the distending of the bowel. It will stimulate the peristalsis. Eventually, there would be evacuation of watery stools in 1 to 3 hours. In addition, magnesium salt causes release of cholecystokinin. And to mask the bitter taste, they are often administered with fruit juice. Should be avoided in young children, in renal failure patient. Side effect includes CNS or cardiac depression. Then comes lactulose and polyethylene glycol. Lactulose is basically a disaccharide of fructose and galactose, as we all know. It is available as liquid and powder. On oral administration, it is not absorbed through GI mucosa. What happened basically when we talk about lactulose, colon bacteria converted into acidic products which reduce the luminal pH in the colon. Ammonia is converted into an ammonium ion, not absorbed in the gut, and finally blood ammonia level decreases. So the side effects include the abdominal discomfort and flatulence, and use is that it is used in hepatic coma to reduce the blood ammonium level. Polyethylene glycol is an osmotic laxative which is used to evacuate the bowel prior to surgical, radiological, and endoscopic procedure, and it is available as powder and solution. The powder should be mixed with water or fruit juice. When we talk about the stool softeners, it includes the docusades. Commonly used are dioctyl sodium sulfosuccinate and dioctyl calcium sulfosuccinate. They are anionic surfactants. They lower the surface tension of stool, thereby cause accumulation of fluid and fatty substance, thus softening the stool. Agent act within 1 to 3 days. Liquid paraffin is there. Liquid paraffin is a mineral oil and is administered orally. It softens the stool. Useful in patient with cardiac disease because it prevents the straining during defecation. Side effects include the lipid pneumonia, malabsorption of vitamin A, D, E, and K, fat-soluble vitamins, and leakage of fecal matter through the anus pincher may lead to siling of clots. Then comes 5-HT4 agonist. It includes the prucalopride. Prucalopride, a prokinetic drug, is a 5-HT4 agonist. It is useful in chronic constipation, not responding to laxative. It increases the colonic motility. Let's talk about prostaglandin analog. Prostaglandin analog is levetiracetam, used in chronic constipation, irritable bowel syndrome, and to increase intestinal secretion. That's all about the laxatives.